I made a student stand in the square until 5,030. I promised him $50. He thought I was joking. I turned and walked away. He hurried to grab me. He said he'd stand. Then he stepped into the square. I smiled with satisfaction. Then I strode away. Just my promise alone made him stand the whole afternoon. At 5,000, I showed up with $50. He was thrilled. Making money was this easy. Next, I offered him a full-time position. His pay jumped to $200. He still just had to stand in the square. She happily agreed. The next day, friends invited him to a party. He wanted to go, but work kept him in the square. Friends said no one was watching. He refused anyway. When no one was around, he lifted one foot to leave. But then he thought, where else could he get this kind of deal? He lightly touched the ground, then slid his foot back into the square. Days passed. He stood from morning to night. The watch on his wrist was his only company. One day, a thief stole a wallet. A disabled woman asked for help. He couldn't leave the square. He just watched the thief walk away. When payday came, he hesitated and mentioned quitting. I turned and told him to say it again. He quickly said it was nothing. After I left, curiosity drove him to follow. He wanted to see who I really was. He followed me downstairs, peering through the window. I applied makeup in front of a mirror, then put on a clown mask. He was shocked. Was I really going to play the clown to entertain someone? Day after day, the young student became a middle-aged man. He watched kids skateboarding on the street. He remembered himself, but the square had worn down his edges. I walked over with the paycheck. He didn't react like before. I told him his years of persistence were recognized. I gave him a 30% raise, a bigger workspace. He was thrilled. The dull work sparked his motivation again. Time flew. His hair turned white. Wrinkles lined his face. His salary reached $2,000. This time he resigned. Seeing the white hairs on my neck, he finally understood. His youth had been sold to me. He started to think about the meaning of life. He approached a girl, traded his luxury watch for her skateboard. He stepped on it and immediately fell. He was no longer that confident young man. Old and weak, he could only hold the railing and glide slowly.